Bravery Award.
Not again.
What was the other one?
You were a good guy or something. I don't know. Something happened.
Australia of the Year, maybe. Have you? Okay.
They normally give that to a cricketer. Oh, no, that's Father of the Year. Cricketer who's away for 6 months of the year, staying in 4-star hotels. While his wife struggles with the kids. Yeah.
I'll take you back to the start of the story.
Yeah, good.
So do you ever have someone come to your front door and go, we lost Tiddles?
The cat.
The cat. And here's a photograph of Tiddles, and there's a phone number if you see Tiddles. Have you ever actually had a successful...
No.
You've never seen
No.
a cat that's gone on to be found to be taken back to the owner?
Miff, Warhurst, Spicks and Specs, she lost her cat and put signs up and
it worked.
Found it a week later. A guy rang up and said, I think I found your cat in my back shed.
Well, this is not dissimilar.
And so she went and saw him and...
They're married now.
Yeah.
They fell in love. So anyway... Tiddles, we got the thing. Put the bit of paper out because it was Burmese. We love Burmese.
Yeah,
because I've had a couple, and put it on the bench so we can find it.
Right.
Next day, Selena upstairs. I've seen the cat. I can see it out the front. I can see it. So I'm in my boxer shorts and t-shirt.
Right.
I run straight out there, looking pretty good actually.
Yeah, you look good. You look good.
I then see the cat's under the car. So
How long's the cat been missing?
A few days.
Right.
So high drama.
Yeah.
I think this sounds like a really good episode of a TV show. I find the cat under the car. Ring the woman. Found your cat. Oh, my God. Comes around. Runs around the corner. I go, is that your cat? She goes, I think so.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It can, stick with me.
Yeah.
The cat goes under the car, to the next car, to the garden, down the street. I'm running with her. We're going down there. It goes into someone's front yard, goes up over a fence into a place that's hard to get into. I go, I'll stand out here, and if it comes back over, I'll let you know. You go in. She goes in, knocks on the front door. People gathering, the crowd's forming.
Right.
Guy walks up the street. Oh, g'day, mate. Oh, yeah, g'day. And he's got a little kid with him. I'm standing there in my pajamas. Bit weird, but standing at the front of his house.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, stranger danger. Then a cat walks up, and I go, oh, hang on. Is that? No, that's not the cat. Oh, we're looking for a cat that looks like this. And the guy goes, oh, okay, well, give me the number if I ever see it. And I go, are there any cats around? He goes, oh, there's a cat like that just down there.
Oh.
A few doors down. So anyway, we go, okay, well, the cat didn't come out from over the fence. She goes home, says thanks very much, and then sends me a message saying thank you for being such a good community member. I gave her
So she never got the cat at that point?
Well, she sent me I sent her a link for Australia of the Year. And,
Nominate.
2 days later, no, about half an hour later, cat comes home.
Oh, the cat comes home.
Get another text, cat just walked in, looking very guilty. Next day, get a card. Can't thank you enough. I'm going, oh, that's really good. Next day, box of chocolates.
Whoa.
Really good ones.
Yeah.
Those expensive ones you get out. And I'm going.
Not those shells, not those ones. Not those. Anyway, go on.
Oh, no, I don't like those shells either.
Not the roses? No.
No, they were the dark ones, the expensive ones. I think the people put on white gloves before they put them in a box.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm going, you know what? I think I found the cat up the road.
Yeah.
Which you said earlier.
Yeah.
I found the cat up the road, and her cat just came out from underneath the house.
Yeah, probably. But you know what? It gave her hope.
Oh, geez.
What
do you call it? You've flipped it. You've
given her hope, and you don't know that for sure. I mean, she saw the cat, didn't she?
It just seemed like the cat was... Why would the cat run away from its home as opposed to running towards its home? And that...
You don't know what's going on at that home.
Yeah, and I don't know how it got all the way back to its house in like that amount of time, because the cat wasn't interested in coming home.
But you don't know what's going on at home. Sure, she's giving you chocolates on a card, but you don't know what's happening between her and that cat. You know what I mean? She might be...
and her husband?
Yeah.
He turned up as well.
Oh, so, they might be nasty to the cat, and the cat's going, I've had enough of this.
Oh, you should be a cat psychologist.
Yeah, possibly.
Or this could be a TV show.
Cat detective.
You could be cat detective.
Cat
It doesn't
detective.
matter what the missing person is, whether it's a murder or not.
Yeah.
And you would walk in as Dave, which means that we get to meet the characters of the small town. And let's just say in the small town you live in, a lot of cats go missing.
Yes.
Yeah. And dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
do cats and dogs.
do you do like birds or anything? Or
Budgies, they're hard though.
yeah, reptiles? Would you do a reptile?
Yeah, I reckon once reptiles are gone, they're gone.
Yeah, because they're cold-blooded. They have no
Go-
love for you.
Go under the
Yeah.
house.
I reckon we should pitch this. What would
Pet
the show be called?
Detective.
Pet
I
Detective.
think there's been a movie called Pet Detective.
Oh, okay.
And wasn't Magda in a show that was...
About dogs?
Yeah,
was
the
it?
dog.
Not
detective.
getting lost.
No, it was a while ago. It was a while
I just
ago.
reckon you'd be in your quirky outfit. You'd wear a trench coat or something
Yes.
like that, and
Like in Columbo,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you'd turn up, and then you'd find the cat, and then you would just, who was that guy? And you just wander off.
I always think of Brad Oakes, the comedian's joke, when he sees those missing cat posters and it says, "Please return the cat." No question. No. What's it say? No questions asked.
Oh, okay.
No questions asked. Just give us the cat back. It's like a ransom note. No questions asked. And so he finds this cat and returns it, and the woman goes, "It's got a small pair of underwear on. No questions asked."
Thank you,
You
Brad.
said no question asked.
Yeah.
Here comes the music.
Welcome to Somehow Related. Now, please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Anyway, here we are on Somehow Related. And
I did an interview about Somehow Related today on the ABC radio.
good, which part of Australia?
Oh, Tasmania.
We're big in Tassie.
Are we?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, I'd love to be big in Tassie. If
We
you
should
are from
tour.
Tassie and you heard that interview, just to see how much we're getting out there,
let us know.
let us know. But he was very kind. He asked me a question. He said, "How do you come up with the topics?" And I
Well,
said,
Sam does.
I said, "Sam does." I
Yeah.
mean, do we
Yeah.
know that? I mean, people.
People send them in occasionally.
Oh, people do. Yeah, people do.
Mm-hmm. And Courtney, the producer, siphons it all.
But Sam's the one going through the
She's going through the Filofax.
because she knows all the one we've done before. She
Yeah.
knows what where she lobs to our
Sometimes
forehand.
she listens to our conversation and just hits us with one.
Weirdly, before we
Weirdly.
press
Yes.
record.
Yeah. So we've mentioned cats. Maybe she'll give us a cat one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. How it, yeah.
Should we get our topics? So we've got to get two topics and we've got to work out how they are related.
Somehow related.
They're somehow related. All right.
Hello, Sam.
Sam, give it to us.
Heart attacks and Mondays.
Tell me why.
How's it going again?
No, tell me why.
I don't like Mondays.
Tell me why. I don't like Mondays.
geez.
Tell me why.
I don't like Mondays.
I'm going to shoot.
Ooh. Oh, sorry.
It's a Boomtown Rats. So, I mean, that.
Bob Geldof.
Yeah.
Sir Bob Geldof.
And wasn't it about a kid who shot up a school and they asked him why and he said, I don't like Mondays. Which is, I mean, you know what? It's a reason at least. He's given a reason. And a lot of people don't like Mondays.
Yeah, I
I always say I don't even work in a normal job and I don't like Mondays that much. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
remember when you worked in an office?
Yeah,
Remember back in the 80s when you worked in an office?
because you're looking down the barrel
we
the rest
both
of the week.
We both worked in offices
Oh, yeah,
in
I
the
worked
80s.
in an insurance company, MLC.
Yeah, and I worked for Red Cross and I worked for a PR company. But Monday morning would come around, you're like, oh, God. I think the depression would set in on late Sunday night. You'd watch 60 Minutes.
Yeah, I hear that. I own companies all over the world, and
Yeah.
as you know, I don't have to work that hard.
No, that's right.
Me and Bill Gates just go to
Hang out.
tennis matches all around the world. But yeah, so Monday I don't mind as much because sometimes if I'm down the beach, I stay an extra day.
Oh, see, it's a long weekend for you.
Every weekend's a long weekend,
See, that's a great Monday if it's a long weekend, isn't it?
isn't it?
Mm.
It really is an extra. You thought there were no chocolates left. Callback. You thought there were
Posh
chocolates
chocolates.
left, and then you go, oh, there was one that fell under the bit of paper.
Oh, I
or
like
this
that.
one, you know.
I
It's
like
like when you
that.
had fish and chips.
On the extra potato cake.
Oh, remember
Yeah.
remember this. You would dig a hole at the end of the wrapped up fish and chips, put your hand in, eat
Yeah.
all the chips, and then go, oh, hang on, I'm going to open it up completely, and it'd always be one more chip. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, that's not Monday. Monday's not the extra shift, mate. That's a public holiday Monday.
Yeah,
Monday
I get it.
Features in a lot of songs. What about The Cure? They had that one that goes, Monday you can fall apart, Tuesday, Wednesday break my heart, Thursday I don't care about you, Friday I'm in love. So Monday's always portrayed as a bad day.
Yeah.
And the Easy Beats? Remember that one? Monday morning feels so bad.
This is a topic for
Spicks and Specks.
Mondays, week songs, Monday songs.
You know that song, Monday morning feels so bad.
Oh, that's a really good song.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah.
Gonna have fun in the city. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But Monday's always portrayed as a bad day.
What do I know about Mondays?
Start of the week.
No, apparently people weigh more on a Monday.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Eating on the weekend. I know myself. You let yourself go on the weekend a bit, I reckon.
I always find this interesting. How long before bad eating does it go to being fat?
Oh.
So in other words, if I had 3 pizzas last night when I weigh myself in the morning, is it going to go straight?
I reckon.
Shows on the.
Well,
but what if you go to the?
It's in in the toilet. Yeah, but it's in your body though, isn't it? I mean, it takes a while to be processed, but it's still in your body.
I reckon it's a couple of. I don't reckon it's straight away.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Yeah,
I'm no nutritionist.
Oh well, nearly you are because you know a lot about food.
Not really. Monday's an interesting day. I reckon a lot of things get done on Mondays, though, don't you reckon? More so on a Friday.
Yeah.
What's your favourite day? What's your favourite day?
Oh, that's a really
Tell
good
me
question.
now.
I don't know, something about Friday.
I like Friday.
Yeah.
My partner says Friday's the best day.
And don't try and have a meeting or don't on a Friday.
Nah.
Don't try and catch up with. Don't because people are shutting. And that's interesting because I've had friends come from different parts of the world to Australia, and they work here and they go, "You Australians, you lock up shop about lunchtime on a Friday, don't you? And don't try and get someone at Friday afternoon. It won't happen.
You ever booked a tradie on a Friday afternoon? It just doesn't. Gets about 3:00 and they send a message. Nah, mate, not gonna make it today.
Yeah. What else do we know about Monday?
What's
the meaning of it? I think it's Moon Day.
Oh, Moon Day.
I think it is, but then again, it can't always be Moon Day because moons don't always come on a Monday.
Monday, fun day. Not really, because isn't it funny? The different days of the week have different connotations.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday. Tuesday's a bit of a nothing day, kind of. Wednesday's hump day.
Sorry?
Hump day.
Sorry, darling?
Sorry, hump day. Well, you're over the hump of once you get over Wednesday, you're over the hump. I think Tuesday, we used to get paid on a Tuesday, didn't we? That was sort of payroll day.
I thought Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Might have been Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday's looking up. So when you're a young person, you go out on Thursday night.
Isn't it a shame that isn't it a shame that what you're doing, you want to be over? You want it to be the end. Because if in life we can find a vocation that we derive pleasure from, as we have done.
Yeah.
I'm not saying if you love working in a bank and you don't think bad things about. I mean, I would be looking at Monday as a bad day if I worked in a bank because I don't want to sit there and count money. But if I'm working in the arts, maybe I like a week. When I do TV shows, I really look forward to getting on set.
Yeah, on a Monday. Yeah.
I get to go with my people. I don't have to worry about anything. They'll have nice food and do some funny things, and then I'll have a little sleep in the afternoon.
It's true.
Yeah. Maybe if you are hating Mondays, you may need to rethink your vocation. Because
there's people that work for the weekends, so there's people that work for their job that they love. There's people that don't like their jobs that much, but they work for the weekend.
Whatever you do, you do love a weekend. Even if you are doing, and
a long weekend like you have, the best.
I went through Red Rooster one day, and and I said, and this would have been, I think I might have told this story before. This would have been round about August.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that lives near you. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the Red Rooster near your house.
Yeah, and I said, "When's your next day off?" And he said, "Christmas Day." I went,
they're hard working, these franchisees.
He owned it. The family bought it as a family thing.
Yeah.
And then the kids had to be in there. I think Mum and Dad were just sitting back at home pulling in the profits. But geez, so there's no Mondays in that guy's week, is it?
That's true. Oh, people that run small businesses.
Oh, what about a corner shop?
Oh, hard work.
Oh, hard work. And then you live out the back. Oh, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Stop watching the telly, come out, ding. Someone wants a pint of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for people like that, all the days just blur into one.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I know my mum was in the nursing home, She's in jail now, but that's
another story.
Another story. She would forget what day it was. I must admit, when I go away on a good holiday,
You forget what day.
you forget what day it is,
It's true.
and that's because there's no relevance to the day.
It's
Every day is, you kind of go. Occasionally you'll go, oh, I've only got 4 days left. But I know is it Thursday? Or was it Tuesday? I don't know.
yeah.
I often forget what day. Do you forget what day it is?
No,
Yeah,
only because
you're
of the
pretty
kids and stuff. They've got
Yeah.
school.
I occasionally
I've got
forget what
gigs.
day. I occasionally forget who I am as well. But
Yeah.
that's all. The doctor says that's quite normal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
You've got it written on your arm like memento. I am Glenn Robbins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get it tattooed on. It's funny
Um,
how days are all significant, aren't they? Sunday's a big day too. For just it used to be church day, didn't it? Everything used to shut on a Sunday too.
yeah. I mean, whereas we can do anything pretty much
These
on a Sunday.
days.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you can't get a tradie, but sometimes we had a tradie pop around on the weekend the other day.
Yeah.
You wanted to do a quote, and it was like Saturday afternoon, 4:00. Spent 2 hours there.
Gee.
Yeah.
What's he quoting on?
Oh, I don't want to say.
Don't want to say.
Well,
Getting
we're
new
putting
pool.
in squash courts. And
Squash courts.
I believe that every house should have a squash court.
That's something
Oh,
that's
that's the
not
best I
getting
could do.
built anywhere in the world is a squash court.
I had tradies over the other day, and they put down new carpet.
Mm.
I gave them beers afterwards.
You going beers?
Is that all right?
That's fine if it's the end of the day. Absolutely
Well,
fine.
they'd finished and done a good job well ahead of time.
Oh,
it was going
well.
to take 2 days. They did it in half a day.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it was a hot day. It was like 33 degrees. I
Oh,
thought
well,
I could have people dying up there in
Yeah.
the heat. And what day of the week was that? That would have been the middle. That was a Tuesday, I think. So good day, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. How many Mondays would there be in a year? 52.
52. Wouldn't there?
Have to be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, we've probably done that on Monday.
Well, all I'll say is,
Mm.
when all the days of the week have a party, as we often say.
Yes. Saturday's the party animal.
Well, yeah.
Saturday walks in with beers and drugs.
But who's there? Who gets there first?
Probably Monday. Monday and Tuesday.
Monday,
They're pretty
Tuesday.
boring.
Yeah, they're
pretty
there.
boring. They're
Yeah.
setting up the party.
Yeah, yeah.
And Sunday's just sitting in the corner very reserved.
Oh, his Sunday's already there too.
I think Sunday's a bit quiet.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
And Sunday looks down on Saturday and Friday, like they're
Yeah.
party animals.
So who comes in first? Friday?
Friday comes
Hey, guys!
in. Hey!
Friday!
And I reckon Thursday's a wannabe, like the kid. Oh, can I hang out with you guys? And Wednesday's trying to please everyone, going from,
What do I want to do? Oh, yeah.
you
okay.
guys, I like you guys, but I also like you guys.
I want to get
and,
some things done, but I'll have a drink with you in a moment. Yeah.
and Sunday says stuff to Saturday and Friday. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Maybe-
gonna stand on the table and do something. Do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, look at Saturday over there. He's talking to everybody. He's really
And then
popular.
Monday's just looking at their watch. Oh god!
Better wrap it up, I think, because
What
we
a
have
party.
to take the PA system back. Oh,
Yeah.
Come on, Monday, lighten up. Here, you have this
mate.
little tablet and make you feel better. I'm
Yeah.
not having that little tablet.
Oh no,
yeah,
thanks.
yeah. Oh, look at
Sunday
oh,
steps in and whacks a tablet out of his hand.
Saturday's up on the table pulling his pants down. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed. Oh.
Friday's there,
Yeah.
partying on.
Anyway,
Well,
I think we all become.
Mm.
I think we all become the day of the week that we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
As I've said, and I've never said this before, we're all experiencing now at the same time.
Very good. Is that in your book?
Well, meaning
We're
that
experiencing now.
meaning whatever. Well, yeah, we are. Because I wanted to also write a book called Tuesday 3 p.m. Because you have to do that thing where you go, I wonder what Nicole Kidman is doing right now.
Yeah.
Right now. I mean, right now. And I reckon it's a book
right now.
where you pick a time and a date,
Hmm.
and everyone sends. Oh God, this is a brilliant idea. I bet you there are publishers out there getting their pens out now.
Yeah.
Everyone sends in, and maybe you make it a particular date.
I
Oh,
think it's
by
got to
the
be
way,
a photo book. You got to have photos in there.
today's my anniversary of 40 years in
40 years.
yeah. 'Cause
You remember the date?
only because Selena said yesterday. It's the anniversary of the Dust Storm, and the Dust Storm was the day I did my first gig. I shot a
wow.
Just Jeans commercial. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, everyone sends. You pick a date pertinent, and at that time, it's a countdown. Whatever you're doing to that actual second,
You got to take a photo.
you take a photo and you send it into a book. And that
Good
could be-
idea.
It's a great idea, isn't it? Do you want to do it?
I'm a bit busy.
Oh, Dave's eating. What's he doing?
He's eating something.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Yeah.
Great
Okay.
song.
If there's anything we've missed, we often don't do this. about a Monday that was
Oh,
pertinent?
you can tell us.
You can tell us.
Heart attacks. Heart attack. Now that's Shark Attack, isn't it? That song. I can't think of a song about heart attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, there's cardiac arrest by madness. Dum 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 dum. I've never had one. You've never had one.
No.
I know.
I never
people-
thought you're having one.
Well,
Oh.
I get pains in my arm occasionally. I've got tennis elbow at the moment.
You don't.
I don't play tennis.
You don't play tennis.
And they said it could be golf elbow. I said I don't play golf.
Are you doing something else with that arm frequently?
Well, holding my phone.
Buttering bits
buttering
of toast.
to- well, I
buttering
do-
toast.
I do chop a lot of stuff.
Well, whatever it is you do, call it that. I've got buttering toast arm.
Well, Nigel, the physio, said you can just get it from banging into walls like several times, which I have done, and hitting that painful bit of the elbow.
Have a look at this.
Oh, geez, you bruised your bum. That's the side of your hip kind. What is that?
I have no idea.
You don't know how you did that?
I walked into something. I have no memory of walking into it. And it's a big bruise about the
Would have
size
hurt.
of a 50-cent piece on my upper buttock.
Oh, that would have hurt.
You would think I would remember. So here's
Looks like an alien probe.
Is that where they go in?
That's where they tried to go in. They slipped.
Where do I put it?
Just in the
In the
buttocks.
buttocks.
Not there, you idiot.
Not there. Over to the right a bit.
No, heart attack. No.
Yeah, I
You're more of a
hypochondriac.
Yeah. Have you ever thought you had one or?
Oh, you often you get pains there, and you go, "Oh, here it is." Here
Well,
it comes.
pains in the arm.
Pains in the arm.
Yeah.
And then I read once that you get the pain a bit lower than you think. But then again, maybe we should ring up. Well, maybe
Well, we mentioned Brad Oakes before. He had a heart attack.
Oh.
He talks about it on stage.
That's right.
We'll
Can we get to him?
Yeah, we'll get him on the phone.
but he may not want to talk about. Oh, he talks about it on
He
stage.
talks about it on stage. I think he'll be right.
Okay.
I just remember that sometimes one of my friends' dad had a heart attack, and it's amazing what they do these days. They go and they put in the heart monitor, and the cardiologist goes, "You've had a heart attack before."
Oh yeah. How do they know?
They look at the history of the heart. I don't know. And the
No,
guy
there
goes,
it must be high in some sort of enzyme or something.
and the
Protein.
guy could track it down to a certain week, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I was playing golf. I remember that, but I didn't want to finish. I wanted to finish the game." And this is quite common with heart attacks. Is that my dad had heart. That's what he basically died of, but he didn't sort of know. He didn't know. But also the doctor said, very common in that generation, they'll have a heart attack. They don't think it's that bad, and they'll just keep trucking on.
Yeah.
So my dad had one just at home. Well, he didn't even know when he had it. Basically, he just
Yeah,
felt
I
a
know.
bit sick.
My dad had a lot of minor strokes that he didn't know.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Minor strokes. That's how I got this tennis elbow.
Bang, you're on fire.
Bang.
Okay,
whoa.
here's one that Ross Noble will know the answer to. And Ross Noble, regular listener. Hello, Ross, if you're listening. Who died on stage? British comedian.
Oh yeah, he wore the fez.
Yes.
Tommy Cooper.
Tommy Cooper! God, I'm glad that, because I
Yeah.
already knew, but.
Ross would be high fiving himself.
Yeah,
Tommy
he would,
Cooper.
I reckon he would love Tommy Cooper.
Yeah, he's very funny. Tommy
Very
Cooper.
funny. Very funny.
What a scene of him.
Magician who kept on getting the tricks wrong, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is a heart attack? Isn't it just like the arteries get stuff in them? There's several things that can happen, isn't
Well,
there?
as Selena said to me,
She's a nurse.
she's a nurse, he probably threw a clot, and sometimes you can get it in the ascending artery, and there's ascending, and that's the widowmaker.
Oh, the widow. Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
often when people go pretty. I think if you want to have a heart attack, that's a good one to have, because you don't hang around you go pretty quickly. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but
terrible.
But plenty of people recover from heart attacks.
Well, aspirin,
Yeah, they reckon aspirin.
which is a blood thinner,
Hmm.
which means that you become a bit of a. If you take regular aspirin, it's a blood thinner, so you bleed a lot if you for some reason you've cut yourself. Like with you, you'd be. What were you doing with your right arm?
My right arm.
You were doing
Chopping vegetables.
chopping vegetables. You might bleed. But
Have you been to a cardiologist? I went to one to get life insurance. So to get life insurance when I would have been about 40 maybe,
yeah,
because I was fat, I had to go to a hospital, and the guy put all these wires and things on my chest.
anything up your buttocks?
No, but I had to take my shirt off, and then in the public area of the hospital, I had to run on a treadmill.
In the public area?
Yeah. And he's just sitting there looking, faster, run faster, run faster. But he said my heart was pretty good. So that was good.
Well, I had an echocardiograph. Is that what you had?
Yeah.
Where they put
mine was a long
I got to
time
admit,
ago.
I had one years ago. This is my second. And I just had to go on the treadmill to get my heart rate up. And they put the monitors and they, press record, and then they press analyze, and you go, oh, no, you're in the average range. And then I went again a couple of weeks ago, and this one's hard. They go, we want you to, first we're going to do it when you're lying down, test it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to put you on the machine, on the running machine, and you've got to run until you can't run no more. Like I'm going for gold. Like I'm doing the 1500, running across the, when they slump over the line.
Yeah.
I want you to run that hard. So then I run as hard as I can, and okay, I don't want to brag, but most people go to 10. That's good. 12 is really good. What did I get to?
8. I got to 4. I don't know, 13?
14.
14?
Yeah.
You're pretty fit though, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
How often do you go in the gym now?
A couple of times, 2 or 3 times.
You still taking your class?
Yeah. No, my meditation class.
Yeah.
No, because of COVID, I stopped doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because, they're breathing. Okay, heavy breathe. Not in my direction. Take a deep breath. Don't blow it out because I don't want to catch COVID.
And
everyone relax.
You never had COVID.
I don't hoodoo. You put a hoodoo on me. You put a spell on me.
I just saw Nigel, my physio, and he's around your age, and he has never had COVID. And he's a physio, dealing with people all the time. His wife had it.
Yeah.
But you're a unicorn. You guys are unicorns.
What's a unicorn?
Well, it's just rare that, you didn't in Melbourne, not to get COVID is quite rare. Anyway.
Okay, do you reckon men get heart attacks more than women?
I think they do.
I think the symptoms are different.
They are.
Oh, so you know that.
I've read about heart attacks a bit for some reason. I don't know why. But there's always an article on the paper with the signs, and you look at them going, and then you look at the signs of stroke, and you're like, oh, God.
Well, have I talked about this?
No.
When you're in the waiting room at the doctor's, just look at the wall.
Oh, yeah.
See all the things you can die from. You go, you know what? I'm already here.
And then they go, your blood pressure's up. And you're like,
no wonder on the wall, there was, emphysema and there was pneumonia and your penis is going to fall
pamphlets?
off. Take a pamphlet.
Take a pamphlet on sexually transmitted disease. That looks good.
They take them all and then like in a show bag and go home and read how you're going to die pretty soon.
Yeah.
So what else can we say? Blood pressure.
Smoking's bad.
It's basically, that's why you shouldn't smoke. You know why you shouldn't smoke?
Well, it's bad for you. You're putting
Do you know why? Do you want me to give the science of it?
Go on.
Okay. What happens is, smoking, okay, fair enough. What it does is it makes your arteries sticky.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're more prone, if you have a clot go through, which we probably do sometimes.
Oh, they keep moving sometimes, a clot.
Yeah, I think, hang on.
Whatever. But it sticks to the side.
So when you smoke, the clot goes, oh, hang on. I can't move, and then another and then it just gets, and then bang, you're having a stroke or you're having a. I don't think you're having a heart attack before you know it, or a stroke.
Why don't we talk
family history too?
Why don't we talk to Brad? I've got his number. I do gigs with him all the time.
I think you should. Courtesy, you should check.
All right.
Just send him a text and say, "Can we talk about your heart attack?"
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, he's fine. We'll call him. Brad Oakes.
It's not Bradford. Is it Bradley?
Oh, it can be Bradford, not Bradley.
He hates it when you call him Bradley.
Hello, Dave.
Hey.
And Glenn. Dave and Glenn.
Oh, Glennie Robbins. Hello.
Yeah, lovely to see you.
You know we do this podcast, and I texted you before. We want to talk to you, Brad, about heart attacks, because you've had a heart attack.
God. I did have a heart attack, and it was almost to the day 5 years ago.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yes. I know, I'm celebrating. I'm eating a massive cream pie. I just realised what I said.
Can we talk? Cut to the chase. I don't mean to be inappropriate, but did you know that you were having a heart attack?
Do you know, Glenn? I didn't know I was having a heart attack. Because I've been a bit of a party animal all my life. That's no secret. And I was on my couch, and I think it was a public holiday, and I was on my couch, and I was just like. I used to say to people it was Valentine's Day, and I received a Valentine, and that's what started it all.
Wow.
But in fact, I sent a text message to my sister and just said, "Listen, if you're in the area, could you buy me some quickies? I've had heartburn for about 8 hours, and I can't get up to go to the shop." And she came straight over and made me ring an ambulance because apparently I was grey.
Yeah, so the colour of your face gave it away.
Yeah, just absolutely. And the fact that I could barely move, and I was in a lot of pain, but again, by that stage, I was used to the pain, and I really thought it was just really bad indigestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It wasn't as dramatic as like I wasn't going just gasping for breath. I was just in a lot of pain.
And the pain was where? Right in the middle of your chest?
Beg your pardon?
Was it in the middle of your chest or was it down your arm?
Pain.
Pain.
Well, I started in my chest, then the arm went, but it was the thing that really tipped me off was my chin, because
Your chin?
Yeah, in your jaw.
Oh, the jaw.
What happens?
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Oh.
yeah. It's just like, if you ever been socked in the jaw, it's like how you feel the next day. It's just like just really, really bruised and tender.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the three of them for me were the Holy Trinity.
And so
And,
then
The ambulance turned
yeah.
up.
And did they diagnose it straight away?
Yeah, they pretty much knew it straight away, because there's some, I'm not sure of the process, but there's some checks they do on you straight away, and I think which says that your heart's not getting enough oxygen or whatever, and this is absolutely true. I was pretty much straight in the ambulance, and Glenn, I lived 2 kilometres from the Alfred Hospital. And I was in the back with the paramedic. I was like compass and everything like that. It's not like they were,
Yeah.
giving me the paddles or anything. But
Yeah.
I was talking to the ambo, and we turned left into Secure the Road. And I went, well, I would have gone up Hunt Road. And he looks at me, he goes, well, maybe that's why you're having a fucking heart attack.
Oh, really?
You sweat the small stuff.
Wow.
And then when you get in there, is there a level of obviously we live in a wonderful country, and the Alfred is a wonderful hospital.
Yeah.
How did they respond? Was it like, well, obviously you get to jump the queue.
Yeah, you do. It's like having your name on the door.
Right. Yeah.
Straight in, Mr. Oakes.
Straight in.
Yeah.
And there's something too, and I think this may be fairly common. I think there's something that when you go in, like once you get admitted to hospital, there's you go into a kind of another type of helplessness, because you know that you're going to be looked after,
Yeah.
right? And so then I could just admit to myself, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then people just get busy and start looking after you. And it's I'd also been given some medication for the pain by that stage, and so I just started dancing, and I said, "No, just lie down."
Lie down, mate. And did they operate? Did they operate or?
No, I didn't. I had a thing called the STEMI, so I didn't have anything invasive other than they do an angiogram, right, and basically run something up through an artery, I think, to your heart, and found the blockage and removed the blockage. And it was just an old piece of chewing gum I had.
Went the wrong way.
Big
and
Charlie.
Ended up,
Or Metro
Yeah,
gum.
it was Big Charlie.
Big Charlie. Bloody Big Charlie.
But what was funny about that is because I was kind of delirious by this stage with the painkillers, and the guy came and he said, "I've got to shave you." And I said, "What for?" And he said, "For the angiogram, they try and go through your fist, through the vein or artery there. But if that doesn't work, then we have to go through down here."
in the groin.
I thought they meant they have to go through, the most available hole down there.
Yes, the back passage.
And so the whole way up, they're taking me up to do this, and I'm saying to the guy, I'm offering me money, just saying, "Mate, just try your hardest to get it through the fist. Really, I want you to do your best job." Like, really. I was thinking to myself, he's not taking this very seriously. But no, it's just not that. Anyway, they were lucky enough, went up through my hand, and I didn't have any surgery. I didn't have any stents, nothing inserted. And so when I went through rehabilitation, I was in a place with, I did like 3 months of rehab and twice a week, and I was in a place where there was one guy there had 5 of what they call stents put into his chest, and they're worth $2,000 each. And I actually said that to him, that if he had another heart attack, if it looked really grim, I was just going to open him up and I'd be straight down to cash converters.
Yeah.
And he took it really badly.
So this whole thing from Woe to Go, where you were you in hospital for a while, or did you go home the next
I was
day?
in hospital. I was in hospital for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then they let me out with no supervision. And in fact, I had a friend, because I used to work on the cruise ships, and I had a friend in port, and I met him down at Station Pier, drove down to Station Pier. He jumped in the car with me. I took him out for lunch. And then on the way back to the ship, I said, I had a heart attack about 4 days ago.
Jeez, that's amazing recovery.
Yeah.
And he tried to get out the window of the car.
So do you have regular checkups because of that, or what's the
Yeah,
ongoing?
I get checked up annually.
Yeah.
But last year, I got this really great heart guy I see. And last year, he said, look, I don't need to see you next year. You're doing fine.
Oh, that's good. Good on you.
And he said, but you can come back if you want to. And I said, look, I'll come back just for the
Biscuits?
just yes. Well, I've been working on some graffiti in his toilet. I just come back to another letter every year.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Now, Brad, you're doing a show in the Comedy Festival for anyone in Melbourne. It's called Pivot. Pivot 2, is that right? No.
That's the word I was looking for.
It's actually called Brad Oakes Pivots.
Yeah.
And it is the second Pivot show I'm doing, because I did one in Melbourne Fringe, and it's because I'm using graphics in it. I'm using slides and video, because this is my argument that a stand-up comedy's got to update itself. It's got to have more vision in it for the youngsters,
For the young people.
But I'm actually starting the show. I'm talking about my treatment for prostate cancer, and which is hilarious, because I'm doing very well. But then I'm going to look at Dave and Glenn, all the things that have changed in stand-up comedy.
Oh wow!
Over the years, and I don't just
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, just things like mobile phones and stuff like that. That all those things.
Yeah.
Oh, when we started comedy, there was no internet.
Can I just cut in here? If you guys do a class in comedy, don't you? You get together and you teach budding comedians.
Brad does it more than me, but sometimes at the School of Hard Knock Knocks, yeah. And that's a Rubber Chicken where Brad shows on it. Is that right, Brad? Is it the Rubber
That's
Chicken?
correct. Yeah, I'm doing the last 2 weeks of the festival, but just different things like when I started, there were no lights. People just had to eat carrots. And
Right.
So
lots
true.
of singers like that. But yeah, it's at the Rubber Chicken 7:30 from the 12th of April. Doing about 10 shows, and I would love people to come on down and.
And not only will you laugh, you will learn something.
Stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
which
yeah,
I always
that's
love.
right.
Yeah,
That's my point.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's all about look, if you look what I've had a junior heart attack. I had type 2 diabetes, which I beat. And, now I have prostate cancer, which I'm pretty much on top of.
And you nearly had an anal probe because luckily it went in your wrist. So you've had it all.
I had a lot of action around there the last 12 months. Don't you worry about that.
With the prostate.
Really,
it's a whole... if we ever need to talk about prostate, we'll ring you, Brad. Hey, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Brad. See you really soon for a big fat burger.
Yeah.
You bet.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Brad Oakes there. Wow, Brad Oakes.
So honest and reassuring to hear.
Yeah, and he did send me a message. He just sent me a message about the PS. If you've got prostate issues, you can get a PSA. It's a blood test. You don't need to finger up the bum now.
Oh, that's disappointing.
He said he will do it for $50 though. So yeah, because we should talk to him another time about his prostate because I know him well. He's had radioactive.
You know him really well.
He's had radioactive neutrons injected into his perineum.
Nah, that's
true.
The aliens do that. When they come and take you from your bed, they.
Anyway.
There's a story I would like to hear.
Next time.
Your perineum.
Next time.
If I have a restaurant, I reckon I'm going to call it the perineum.
And he has met us here for a burger. Last time we were
Yeah,
in
that's
town
right.
for a burger. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You and him had half each, didn't you?
Well, we watch what we eat.
Yeah. I sat there with my chips and full burger.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's have some thinking music. What can we have?
We could have. We can't have the song Mondays. We can't have.
Tell me why.
There's a movie called Wednesday.
Yeah, the Addams Family.
Yeah, but that's not quite right because it's Wednesday. We could have the trailer from that. We could have. We could have the sound effect of
Boom boom.
what do you call that? Yeah.
Heartbeat.
CP.
Boom boom. CPR.
Boom, boom. CPR. Yeah.
CPR is what you give, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
What do you call it when you get checked? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
We could have one of those.
Boom boom.
We could. Yeah.
Why don't we do a comedy, a make believe?
What about?
Well, I'll have a heart monitor on.
Okay, so
and we'll be doing. So what would get me excited?
What we get? I think. Oh, well, let's not talk about that one. But let's talk. You get excited about food.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Why don't? Okay,
Thinking about it right now.
You've got a heart monitor on, and when we finish the show, we'll go to the hamburger place down the road. Okay, and you've got the heart monitor from the start. Yeah, from the start.
Yeah,
and we'll
because it's not that. I've ordered a blood pressure monitor before, so you must be able to get them. I've ordered them, for 12 hours. I had to wear a blood pressure monitor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was annoying. Anyway, all right, let's do it.
Okay,
here we go.
That was a
that was a good show.
That was a good show. Brad was fantastic. And,
very funny man.
Very funny man. And,
but as you can see, I'm taking care of my heart. I'm wearing a heart monitor. Can you hear it? You meant?
Oh, is it? Yes, yeah. I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm very calm now. I'm very calm.
Yeah. So normal spot down the road there.
Get the burgers. Get the Kelsos.
Hang on a sec.
What's that?
I think we might be a bit late.
Oh, no, it's like 5 to 2.
Oh, they close it.
I think they close at 2.
We should run.
Pick up the pace.
Come on, Dave. Come on, run with me. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
My heart's increasing, Glenn. I can feel it.
Yeah,
it's pumping hard. What am I going to have my burger? I'm just trying to.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. We're going to get the burger.
I need some chips. Run up ahead and order it for me.
Yeah.
Just yell it out. I can see them bringing the chairs in.
Dave,
it's a disaster. Oh my god, I'm not feeling well.
You're flatlining.
I'm not feeling well.
You're flatlining. How come you can still talk? Are you still alive?
I'm lying on the footpath. I'm not feeling well.
What should I do? Should I
CPR? Give me CPR. No, not you. That woman.
And mouth to mouth?
I mean mouth to mouth. That's what I need. Yeah. Not you. That woman.
No. She's still flatlining. I don't know what to do. Hang on.
Hang on. I'm seeing a light.
Oh,
no.
Okay, Dave.
Should I go towards it?
No, don't go towards it.
It says our burgers are open. Oh, what is this joint?
Does it feel
There's
good?
a bloke with a long beard and he's like...
Is it drive-through? Is it drive-through?
No, it's Santa and Jesus. They're making burgers
up in heaven.
Burger up in heaven. I'm going to get a heaven burger if I go towards the light.
Dave, do not go towards... Stay with us, Dave. Okay. I've had an idea.
Right.
Okay, just stay here.
All
okay.
Right.
I was going to run a bit further.
All right. Hey, Jesus. Good.
Excuse me, madam. Could I please borrow your burger? I need it for something really special. Yes, of course. do you want some chips?
What about mouth to mouth?
Yes, thank you very much. I'll take all the chips and I will take the burger as well. It's had a couple of bites out of it, and I'll run back.
Anyway, Santa, what's on these burgers that you and Jesus are making?
I'm running back now.
Beetroot. Yes, I think I will walk towards the light and have one of your burgers.
Dave, how's your heart? Is it still flatlining?
I'm walking towards the light. I'm having conversations with...
Just open your mouth. Open your mouth. Put the burger in there. All of the burger. Bit further. Now put the chips. Chips.
Sauce, please.
Chips.
Oh, I feel a lot better. I feel much better.
Your heart is...
Hey, my heart's... Back to normal.
Wow,
this is amazing.
Well, you were definitely gone. You were seeing the light. You were going up to heaven. Oh. I don't know, but I just think we've discovered something.
Yeah.
That if you eat a hamburger, it will probably, at the right time,
save your life.
They should carry burgers around in all the
ambulance.
So look, what's that place up there? There's a light out the front. It says massage.
Oh, hang on.
Do you want
My heart rate's increasing.
Do you want to go there after the burgers?
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Oh, well, I was worried there for a while, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it
what
was.
was interesting that you were actually you saw the light and
Walked
and you were
towards it.
flatlining and you were still able to hold the conversation. Sounds like your heart's pretty good. And you had a burger.
Oh, man. No, I'm hungry.
Yeah, you're hungry. Okay,
What's the answer? Have a crack. I think it's pretty easy, isn't it? This might be one of the easiest ones Sam's already given us.
I reckon I knew it at
What?
the start
Yeah, okay.
that you because of what we talked about, the people don't like Mondays, and so an emotion has a lot to do with heart attack. If you're feeling stressed or
Stress, yeah.
upset or anxious or but I reckon there are more heart attacks
On a Monday.
On a Monday,
Yeah, I think you're
I think. Do we concur on that?
I think we concur. All right, well, let's ask Sam.
Your risk of having a heart attack is higher on Monday than any other day of the week. There are studies that indicate it could be as much as 20% higher.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah,
there we
you
go. Well,
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
There was a scene in The Godfather. I must admit.
mm,
Do you remember the heart attack scene in The Godfather?
no.
What happened was the grandfather, played by Marlon Brando,
Yeah.
with the cotton wool, he's there with his grandchild,
Mm.
and he's running around, and then the grandchild, they're playing hide and seek. And I reckon the child was young enough to know that it wasn't being filmed. And then he's running around, and he falls down, and he has a heart attack in the veggie garden, and the little kid just responds like a little kid would.
Wow.
So I reckon it was shot for real.
You reckon they didn't tell the kid? Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Anyway, the other day I was at the veggie garden, the community one,
Yeah.
with the grandchild,
Mm.
and he was running around, and I was chasing him. I'm going, geez,
Uh-oh.
perfect moment to
Have a
for
heart
me
attack.
to have a and do you reckon they'd bring that up on the news? Do you reckon it?
You'd make the news.
Do you reckon they would show the scene from The Godfather as they've announced?
Possibly. Glenn Robbins has died in a tribute to Marlon Brando and the
Yeah,
Godfather.
yeah, they could show that scene because wouldn't have. They'd say, "This is how it happened," and then because they wouldn't have shot of me going down.
No.
but they go. They may as well because it would be the same.
Then again, you never know. Someone could be filming you in the garden. Some TikToker get you on TikTok.
Yeah. So anyway, you don't like to. Do you ever think? Well, do you ever perverse thoughts like that when you're in a?
Yeah. Well, you just think. Well, when you're in the ocean and stuff like that.
Oh, you think? Do you
think
think?
they could easily be swept out?
But-
I tell you, this is wrong. The other day, I was down the beach, right?
Yeah.
I saw you down the beach.
Yeah.
There's a family there.
Yeah.
They've got they're playing with a big blow up shark. Now,
That,
yeah. Is that wrong or? You don't go to 9/11 with a blow up plane, do you? At the 9/11 monument with
inappropriate.
inappropriate.
Were they riding it in the surf?
Yeah, they sort of muck around. But you look at it, you corner your eye, like, oh, okay, it's just a blow up one.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. It's like I guess it's like a toy gun.
Yeah,
It's like you can't walk down a shopping centre with a toy gun.
yeah.
People go, "You're going to rob a bank or something?" No,
Yeah.
it's a toy one. It's a
Yeah.
toy shark.
It's a big shark.
Yeah. So
Anyway, I got a knife and stabbed it.
yeah, well, which is appropriate, and that is a community service.
Community service. Kids started crying. Anyway,
I used to do a
whatever.
bit of stand up about that.
What?
That everyone else was riding lilos in the surf, and I used to ride an inflatable woman in the surf.
Is that it? Anything else?
I'm sure there was that was the idea.
They ride a Lilo. You had an inflatable woman in the surf.
Yeah, and I don't know what. Yeah, she was. I don't know what would be the joke. You
Yeah,
reckon?
what would be the joke?
Well, I was drowning, but they gave
They gave
mouth to
mouth
the surf.
Yes, that's it. Woo!